the bottle is taken from a photo of my great-grandfather, and his name was James Otis Kenyon. And he was the first dentist in Milton Freewater, just about 10 miles south of here in the early 1900s. Doing really, really well for himself for a number of years until another dentist moved into town and took away half of his business. So my great-grandfather decided the best way to deal with that was to burn down the other dentist's office.
Well, of course.
It was very effective for about 6 weeks until he got caught, and then there were no dentists left in Milton Freewater for a number of years. But the real reason we named the winery after him is not because he's an arsonist, but it's kind of the second half of the story that's more important to my family and our label. So he got caught, did some time. There was a note in his file saying he performed excellent dental work for the staff and inmates while he was incarcerated. So kind of repaid his debt to society that way.
Sure.
But my great-grandmother divorced him. This was in 1923. And she moved a giant 10 miles from Milton Freewater here to Walla Walla and told everybody he was dead, including their 2 sons. So my granddad and his brother grew up in Walla Walla, thinking their dad was dead. My father was born and raised in Walla Walla, very, very close to his grandmother, but absolutely never allowed to ask what happened to his grandfather.
Oh my goodness.
So in the early 70s, my parents decided to do some research, find out how he died. Couldn't find a death certificate for him anywhere, but slowly ended up unearthing the story. And 50 years after the fire, he ended up finding James still alive.
Oh my word. So kind of almost like this, just being resurrected, sort of.
Yeah, absolutely. He was 85 when they found him, and he ended up living to be 101.
Oh my
So
goodness.
for the last 15 years of his life, he was really reincorporated into our family and was a wonderful, generous, caring man. He and my dad in particular became quite close, but my dad asked him many times and he refused to talk about the incident.
Right.
So we really don't know what happened, but we've passed the middle name Otis and the last name Kenyon down through 4 generations. So it's really the happy ending that makes it to the label with the little distinguished edges, just so you don't forget that.
I just got goosebumps.
It's kind of been an important part of our family lore that started the winery in 2004, kind of decided to name it after him, but also kind of the family.
I don't think I've ever heard a story behind a wine career like that.
Yeah, I think
dentistry and an arsonist and a
time
certificate that's not there. Wow,
absolutely.
That is intense.
So it's 70 below, 30 cab.
Okay. Get a lot of like a dark berry on the nose.
Like definitely something real rich and concentrated. We say this is our Tuesday night bottle of wine. It's got that structure to hold up to a steak or grandma's meatballs or whatever you want, but you can also just sip on it. So.
Right, and it is. I mean, it's just a really pleasant, easy drinking, really bright food. And again, I mean, it's got a very clean finish where it just like sort of dissipates under your tongue. It's really fun.
Yeah, definitely. You can absolutely see the clean finish. It's just kind of it's there. It's doing its job, and then
that's gone.
Yeah.
Do what you like. Like have another hints of more on the finish, perhaps.
We're out in Lomelo. We're a destination, and so for people that come here, they come here because they're interested in wine. They're passionate about wine. They want to do something fun and exciting, and they might do all kinds of different things, but it really has elevated the whole quality. People that are here, they didn't just fall into it; they had to search it out.
Absolutely.
So you get a lot of really fabulous red-table wines, a lot of higher-end fabulous wines too.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's sort of a diamond in the rough situation, you know. You can just find this little treasure of the fabulous Main Street, and then this fabulous wine. First of all, where can people purchase this wine?
We only make about 2,000 cases.
2,000 cases? Okay, so very small.
Yeah, we're babies. We distribute a little bit in the Seattle area and in Oregon. We're slowly advancing our distribution to, we got a little bit in Colorado, Montana. Just got an email from somebody in Wyoming that might be interested. So we're we're slowly but surely kind of building it up, but at 2,000 cases.
You only have so much
Yeah.
to go around, don't you?
Definitely.
Now, can people order the wines online?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And we can ship to quite a few states.
Okay.
You can email me, call the winery direct if there's any problem with the shipping compliance. Sometimes we can
Right.
get stuff figured out.
There are always ways.
There's always ways.
Things
Yeah.
out.